So Madden 21 has released their player ratings, and I'm here to react to those. So let's get started. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video. Talking, of course, some NFL, and here to talk about those Madden 21 ratings. So before I get into those, if you are new to the channel, welcome, guys, and make sure to go ahead and subscribe if you have not done so already. I do try to post daily and weekly content on this channel, and you don't want to miss out. So turn on the post notifications to be notified every time I drop a new video, and make sure you are following me on all social media platforms, folks. My Twitter, my Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. All right, follow me on there because, again, you don't want to miss out when I've got updates and a ton of cool stuff coming up as we inch closer to the NFL season. So hopefully that is happening. So with that being said, let's get into these ratings. I'm going to go through all of the positional groups, the quarterbacks, the running backs, the wide receivers, the tight ends. We're doing top 10 for each of those. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started. So let us start with quarterbacks, and these are the top 10 quarterbacks according to Madden 21 and their ratings as well. Number 1, you got Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Russell Wilson. 3, Lamar Jackson. 4, Drew Brees. 5, Tom Brady. 6, Aaron Rodgers. 7, Matt Ryan. 8, Deshaun Watson. 9, Dak Prescott. And 10, Carson Wentz. Okay, I don't even know where to begin, but there is quite a few things wrong with these ratings. Okay, number 1, first and foremost, most glaring one is Aaron Rodgers being ranked outside of the top 5. Okay, he's ranked at number 6 with an overall rating of 89. That is, in the words of Stephen A. Smith, blasphemous. Okay, that should never happen. Aaron Rodgers is still an elite quarterback in this league, and he's a top 3 quarterback according to me. But if not, at least a top 5. Are you kidding me? 6? 89? And he's behind Drew Brees and Tom Brady, which is a no-go. That should never happen. So Aaron Rodgers deserves to be in the top 5, at least, if not top 3, and certainly ahead of Drew Brees and Tom Brady. Then you have Lamar Jackson at 94. You could make the argument. I would probably put him, between the 3 and the 4 spot. He's at the number 3 spot, but it's okay. Not too many gripes here. Moving on down the list, Deshaun Watson, number 8. Are you kidding me? Deshaun Watson's a top 5 quarterback, at worst a top 6, okay? And he's at 8, and his rating's too low at 86. Way, way, way too low, okay? So that's a big problem, and he should not be below Matt Ryan. He's better than Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is a top 10 quarterback, but he should not be ahead of Deshaun Watson. And Dak Prescott, I'm sorry, Dak Prescott to me is not a top 10 quarterback. When healthy, I'll take Big Ben Roethlisberger over him. I'll take Matt Stafford over him. I'm sorry, Dak Prescott to me, he's just not a top 10 quarterback. He's in that next group, like 11 through 20, but he's not top 10 to me, so he doesn't belong on this list. And Carson Wentz should be higher. I would take Carson Wentz over Matt Ryan. I would take Carson Wentz over, obviously, Dak Prescott. So Carson Wentz, to me, he should be above a lot more on this list, and his rating is too low. So again, rating is too low for Wentz. It's too low for Watson. Matt Ryan, that's fine. Aaron Rodgers, it's way too low. Brady and Brees need to get knocked down a little bit. But Mahomes, Wilson at 1 and 2, they got that right, and no gripes there. Okay, so let's move on now to running backs, okay? And here are the top 10 running backs according to Madden 21 with their ratings. Christian McCaffrey, number 1. Derrick Henry, number 2. Nick Chubb, 3. Ezekiel Elliott, 4. Saquon Barkley, 5. Dalvin Cook, 6. Aaron Jones, 7. Joe Mixon, 8. Josh Jacobs, 9. Alvin Kamara at number 10. There is so much wrong on this list. I honestly don't even know where to begin, but let's just try to get through this because this list is awful. This is flat out awful, Madden. What are you doing, okay? First of all, Alvin Kamara at 10? Number 10? He's a top 5 running back, okay? At number 10 is just awful, okay? Alvin Kamara should not be number 10. And in 88, he's easily above a 90, and certainly probably above that. I'd probably put Alvin Kamara at like a 92, 93, okay? So that is just a flat out wrong. So they definitely messed that up. Alvin Kamara should be top 5. And I like Derrick Henry, but to me, the second best running back in the NFL is Saquon Barkley. I mean, do you guys think Saquon Barkley has any weaknesses? I mean, Derrick Henry doesn't really catch the ball as well as you would like for running back. He's obviously a power running back, but You know, Saquon Barkley can do everything. So to me, Saquon should be number 2, and his rating's way too low. He's at number 5 with a 91. So he should be number 2. Then it should be Derrick Henry. Then I will take Ezekiel Elliott over Nick Chubb. I like Nick Chubb, but folks, can we get a little bit more production before we start to just, anoint Nick Chubb as, a top 5 running back? I get it. He's good. But again, I just want more production there, from Nick Chubb. It's just too early. Okay, so I'll take Zeke. So for me, it would go CMC, who obviously they got right. And then it would go Saquon. Then it would go, I'd probably take Zeke over Derrick Henry too, by the way. I do like Derrick Henry. He's a top 5 running back, but I'd take Zeke and then Derrick Henry. And then you can talk about the rest of these guys. I don't have a big problem with Dalvin Cook. Aaron Jones, maybe a little high. Joe Mixon, okay, fine. Josh Jacobs, okay, decent. But like I said, the Alvin Kamara mistake, this one is unacceptable, and so is the Saquon Barkley one. Those are 2 awful, awful jobs by Madden with those ratings, okay? And CMC, 99, fine, I guess. He had a historic year. Okay, I'll let them get away with it, but let's move on, okay? Wide receivers. Top 10 wide receiver ratings according to Madden. Michael Thomas, number 1. DeAndre Hopkins, number 2. Julio Jones, number 3. Tyreek Hill, 4. Devontae Adams, 5. Amari Cooper, 6. Stephon Diggs, 7. Then you have got Mike Evans, number 8. Odell Beckham Jr., number 9. And Keenan Allen at number 10. So I've got major problems here as well. Okay, Michael Thomas, I love you, but you're not a 99. You had a great year, you had a historic year, but you're not a 99. Okay, I'm sorry, you cannot line up Michael Thomas like you can do with the Julio Jones, for example, all over the field. There's a set of routes that I believe Michael Thomas runs that doesn't make him as versatile as another guy. So to me, 99, nope. I put him at 97, 96, but not 99. I'm sorry. And he's not the best receiver to me. It's Julio Jones. So Julio Jones would be number 1. Then it would be Michael Thomas. Then DeAndre Hopkins. And then I'd probably take Devontae Adams over Tyreek Hill. Again, we're talking about versatility here. Tyreek Hill's just a burner. Devontae Adams can beat you in more ways, I believe, than Tyreek Hill can. But that would be my top 5. So they have the top 5. They just have it out of order. Then Amari Cooper. I'm sorry. I'm not that high on Amari Cooper. He should be on this list, but maybe not, certainly not 6. And Stephon Diggs doesn't belong on this list. I'm sorry. 92, are you kidding me? No, he does not belong on this list. I like Stephon Diggs. He's not belonging on this list, okay? Mike Evans, yes. He's actually too low on this list. Odell Beckham Jr. is too low as well, by the way. And Keenan Allen, yeah. So, to me, here's the thing. Main issue I have is with Keenan, Stephon Diggs, and Amari Cooper. I would take Allen Robinson over all 3 of those guys. I would take Kenny Galladay over all 3 of those guys. And I don't see Allen Robinson or Kenny Galladay on this list. To me, those are top 10 receivers, and they don't get the respect they deserve. You take a look at Diggs, Keenan Allen, and Amari Cooper. They've played with decent quarterbacks their entire career. Allen Robinson has played with poor quarterbacks and has had poor quarterback production with him the entire career, and he's still able to produce, folks. 1,100-yard season last year, 1,400-yard season with Blake Bortles. Give the man some respect, please. And Kenny Galladay, he is so good. Like I said, I don't know what Stephon Diggs is doing on this list. He shouldn't be here, okay? And Keenan Allen, he's also a bit of a one-trick pony, and he doesn't have Phillip Rivers throwing to him anymore. So I don't know if we're going to see top 10 out of Keenan Allen again. So to me, I'm not a big fan of the wide receiver list as well. So they got to fix that, okay? Let's move on now to tight ends, okay? And top 10 tight ends. We got George Kittle at number 1. Then Travis Kelce at 2. Gronk at number 3. I have to get to this one, but let me just get through the list, okay? At number 4, Zach Ertz. 5, Austin Hooper. 6, Evan Ingram. 7, Jared Cook. 8, Mark Andrews. 9, Greg Olsen. 10, Darren Waller. All right, let's just pause there for a second here because I am really trying to figure out how this got past Madden. How did they allow the Rob Gronkowski rating to happen? I'm speechless. Rob Gronkowski in the year 2020, coming off a year of retirement, is ranked the 3rd best tight end in pro football, and that too with a 95 rating. 95, folks. Is this 2015 or 2011? I'm sorry if it is, then I mean, all these rankings are wrong because we're in the year 2020 and Rob Gronkowski has no business being ranked as the third best tight end, and that too with the 95 passer rating. 95 rating? Jeez, Madden, what is this atrocity? I can't even say it right now because I'm so ticked off. But that's just awful. That is just awful, folks. The whole list is ruined because you put Gronk at number 3. Like, Gronk is past his prime. I'm sorry. Could he bounce back? Sure, a little bit, but not to the level he was then. I'm pretty sure he's not the same guy, okay? He shouldn't be above Zach Ertz. I'm sorry, he shouldn't be above a lot of these people at this point. This is not prime Gronk here we're talking about here, but you know what? Let me just get past that because I won't even finish the list if we just keep talking about Gronk, okay? Mark Andrews should be higher. He's at an 86. That's way too low for me. I take Mark Andrews at number 4 right now over all these other tight ends. So Darren Waller's a little too low. He should be above Greg Olsen. Jared Cook, I don't know how I feel about him. Austin Hooper, okay. But like I said, Kittle and Kelsey, okay, fine. Not much of a difference. The edge for Kittle, maybe because he's a better blocker. But no gripes there. But the Gronk, rating and selection is just awful. It's just absolutely awful, folks. I'm sorry. But yeah, these other guys, like I said, I change up the order, if you will, with the rest of the tight ends. Let's move on now to the top 10 pass rushers, according to Madden 21. At number 1, we got Aaron Donald, then J.J. Watt, then Khalil Mack, Von Miller at 4, Fletcher Cox at number 5, Cameron Jordan at 6, Chandler Jones at 7, Calais Campbell at 8, Myles Garrett at 9, and Chris Jones at number 10. Okay, so a couple issues here. Number 1 is I believe I would take Khalil Mack over J.J. Watt at this point, and J.J. Watt is a little too high on this list. After all the injuries, folks, I just don't think J.J. Watt's the same guy. Still good, still very good, but prime, like defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt, no, I'd take Khalil Mack over him. Again, so the rating for Khalil Mack, I mean, 97, okay, he had a down year in terms of sacks last year, fine. But again, he's a 99 player, if you will. Then moving on down, I mean, you got J.J. Watt, but where's his brother, T.J. Watt? I mean, T.J. Watt had a phenomenal year. He should be top 10. Where are the Bosa brothers? Okay, I'm sorry. Like, Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa were monsters last year, and they're not top 10 pass rushers. Like, to me, again, that's a little too big of a miss for Madden. Okay, Fletcher Cox a little too high here for me. But yeah, like I said, the Bosa brothers are missing, and I would take Khalil Mack over J.J. Watt, and T.J. Watt is missing as well from this list. Okay, let's move on now to the top 10 cornerbacks. According to Madden 21, we got Stephon Gilmore at number 1 with a 99 rating, by the way. I'll get to that in a second. Moving on, Jalen Ramsey at number 2, Richard Sherman at number 3, Jaire Alexander at 4, Tre'Davious White at 5, Marlon Humphrey at 6, Casey Hayward Jr. at 7, Byron Jones at 8, Darius Slay at 9, and Patrick Peterson at number 10. Okay, so right off the bat, I told you about Stephon Gilmore with the 99 rating. That should not be the case. He is not a 99 player. I'm sorry. Stephon Gilmore is good. He is the best cornerback in the NFL, but he's not a 99, okay? You know who's supposed to be a 99? Like prime Darrelle Revis. Stephon Gilmore is not prime Darrelle Revis. I'm sorry, okay? So he should not be a 99. Jalen Ramsey, maybe a little too low at 94. Richard Sherman's too high at 92. Richard Sherman is also not the same player. He's got burned multiple times last year, okay? We saw that. Richard Sherman, to me, is not the third best cornerback in the NFL. Jaire Alexander, that's too high for him as well. I mean, they're just giving out ratings left and right. I'd take a bunch of these other guys over him. Casey Hayward Jr. is too low. Tre'Davious White, yeah, he belongs there. Darius Slay, Pat Peterson, okay. No Xavier Howard. I mean, Kyle Fuller. Where's Kyle Fuller? He should be top 10 in my opinion, even if it's the bottom 5. But again, to me, the ratings I have more of an issue with here than anything because, again, these guys are just misrated all over, okay? And finally, let's finish it off with the top 10 safeties according to Madden 21. At number 1, Harrison Smith. Number 2, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. Number 3, Jamal Adams. 4, Devin McCourty. 5, Kevin Byard. 6, Justin Simmons. 7, Derwin James. 8, Eddie Jackson. 9 Micah Hyde, and 10 Earl Thomas. Okay. And I'm actually pleasantly surprised to see Harrison Smith get respect here because he is a damn good safety. And I'm surprised they put him at number 1. I thought they put Jamal Adams there, and Jamal Adams is at 3. I'd probably bump him up to number 2, but okay. But to me, I can't. Again, this is a glaring mistake here. I can't get past this list. Where is Minkah Fitzpatrick? Did you watch football last year and you think Minkah Fitzpatrick is not a top 10 safety? I don't know what to tell you because he is. And he's not on this list. So Madden, again, with another big egregious decision here. I don't agree with that. Eddie Jackson, 89. I think that's too low. I think Eddie Jackson's a top 5 safety. Derwin James might be a little too low as well. I'm not sure about Micah Hyde on this list. To me, the biggest thing, though, is you got no Minkah Fitzpatrick, so I'm not a fan of that. So, big omission from this list, and it shouldn't have happened. So there you have it, my thoughts on all of the Madden ratings at all the positional groups. So overall, folks, I mean, these were pretty poor ratings. If I had to give a grade to Madden, I'd probably give them like a C-. Because again, just glaring mistakes, the Minkah Fitzpatrick, the Rob Gronkowski rating, like just issues all over the place. So there you have it, folks. But let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.